Hello Cancer, hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading. Hello my water family. I am a Pisces moon right in there with you. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for clicking here. If you're brand new, welcome. I hope that you will stay. I hope you'll decide to subscribe. And I am here to read for the week ahead, as always, right? These readings are always going to be for the week ahead whenever you find them. And I think I'll read for Cancer first. Pisces, if you don't mind scooting along, I'll be with you in just a moment. Find your place on the reel and I'll be there with you right away. All right, Cancer. Well, there's a reading sale on, so if you're interested in getting in a private reading, 10% off by the end of the month, the 31st, then please look in the description. You will find the code and the link to Wizio. 10% off. All right. Here we go, Cancer. This is for the week ahead. It will always be when you find it. Thank you for cross-watching if you are. Cancer. Cancer, we have the higher self. Look, you're psychic AF. Whether you want to admit it or not, you're very, very vibrational. And I think that you work so closely with the higher self that you are one, like you probably don't even notice it. We have a new beginning. Oh, you're getting poked at by the universe. Something in your gut is telling you that something's about to be new. For some of you, there could be a baby coming to the family. Or if you don't want to get pregnant, be careful. If you don't want to get anybody pregnant, be careful. Your higher self here, I think, there is some sort of a feeling in your intuition that something is around the corner. Something is new. You're about to reach some type of milestone. There's a new beginning, and this new beginning is a milestone. Tell me more about that. Very interesting. Mysterious like you, Cancer. We have fragmented energy. I want to say that you, my friend, I think are beginning to be a little more selfish with your energy. Because I think that you're used to being the person who saves everyone. You know, whether it's children or someone in the family or a friend, or you're always willing to give whatever you have. You're like that. You're that kind of beautiful energy. You never want to see anyone in peril. You want to save everyone. We have the milestone as it pertains to your fragmented energy. We'll clarify, of course, with tarot, but I think the milestone is you're recognizing it. You're recognizing now that there must be a new day. I think that's what your intuition is telling you. There has to be a new milestone here where you start to take back your energy, where you stop giving it away. You stop being fragmented. This card reminds me of the Queen of Cups, because the Queen of Cups on her own is always in danger of becoming depleted. That's what this is. Becoming depleted energetically, because she is giving and loving and doting and psychic. And she's the healer, right? She's the hugger. She's the one who's taking on everyone's energy, cleaning it up and giving it back to them. Yeah. We've got here transformation from your stuck energy into gratitude. Well, that will shake you out of your tree. That's for sure. Transformation out of your stuck energy into great gratitude. It feels like you are now noticing things in the present moment. And because you're practicing gratitude, even when you feel like you can't move forward or when you feel a little bit stuck in your energy, I feel the fact that you're giving gratitude in the present moment takes you to this transformation. Look at that. Next card on the bottom is the increase. So it feels like things are transforming and about to get better. But I want to say, stuck in your energy might be because you keep giving away too much of yourself. So we'll talk about that as well. All right, where are we going? All right, here we go. Let's take a look at it for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer, please. Tell me about the higher self. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Four of Swords is an energy of healing. Healing from the Three of Swords. So something that disappointed you, or something that broke your heart, something of the mind that made you feel some type of way. I want to say that while you are in this energy of healing, that's when you get in touch with the higher self. You don't do healing with other people. You do it alone, unless you're in a hospital, of course, but that doesn't indicate someone's in the hospital. It rather looks like someone's living quarters. Tell me about new beginnings. What's coming up as a new beginning for Cancer, please? Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. All right. The new beginning is inspired. Someone is taking inspired action. Someone who is going after what their heart desires. It's time to start fulfilling what your heart desires, Cancer. There's a new beginning. It feels like this is the first time you're taking inspired action. Like it feels like you've been thinking about it in the higher self. The higher self is inspiring you to take action. We've got the milestone of the lovers. Interesting. A new beginning. A milestone with the lover. Tell me about the fragmented energy, please. We've got the Queen of Cups. There's another one with the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. I think you're interested in getting someone's attention. The Ace of Wands is I don't know why I'm seeing it as a flagpole with a red flag at the top, so be careful. But I want to say the Ace of Wands is here. That in itself might be the red flag. Don't move too quickly on things of passion. The Eight of Pentacles is here. It feels like you're ready to put the hard work in on the Ace of Wands, like opening a brand new path of passion, possibly with the Queen of Swords, who is Libra, but also Gemini and Aquarius in this reading that is general. It feels like you were about to get some justice with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is someone who is very honest with you, someone who's always going to be honest and transparent, even if it hurts. They're going to be honest with you. You want to have justice with this Queen of Swords, I feel, opening a path of passion. You're willing to work on it now. I feel like for some reason you were too busy in the past and it took a long time. Okay. All right. All right, so what I do feel like this higher self in the Four of Swords, it shows me that you've gone through some type of upgrade. I'm going to say that maybe over the full moon at the end of the last month, I feel like maybe you had some sort of an upgrade. You may have been feeling exhausted or not wanting to go out, not wanting to talk to anybody, feeling like you're healing, like maybe you have symptoms of colds or flus, but you don't really have the cold or the flu. That's the kind of thing it'll make you feel lethargic. You don't want to get out of bed. It'll make you feel exhausted, like maybe your bones are aching, or you feel like your skin is like crawling. Like there's all sorts of ways you can feel that you are going through an energetic upgrade. And I think that if you were the one that was healing previous to this, you could have felt exhausted. Yeah, you could have felt like maybe you weren't, like maybe you were coming down with something, but it really was the higher self. I think it's the heart chakra opening, honestly. It could be that if you felt aches and pains like in and around the chest area, you probably are someone who is experiencing the heart chakra opening. Spirit is helping you crank open that heart chakra there, I think. Got the Five of Pentacles, we've got the Ace of Swords, and we've got the Justice card again. Look at that. Saw it on the bottom of the deck, right? With the Queen, Justice. There it is, yeah. So we've got the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and Justice. I feel like after being completely and totally cut out of someone's life, I think that's what you were healing from the Five of Pentacles. And it doesn't feel like it has anything to do with finances, but it feels like it has to do with your pentacle world. So maybe you were having struggles as it pertains to, or feeling in lack of, as it pertains to your pentacle world, whether that's housing or food or whatever it is, people in your pentacle world. You've been feeling either disconnected or feeling sort of off track, like feeling kind of low about it, feeling like in lack. There is some type of new conversation that I believe that you want to have that's coming up here. I think that if you reach out with the Ace of Swords to make some sort of conversation and open this new beginning, I feel like you do get this karmic justice. I feel like it's time. I feel like you've been through an upgrade, or you've learned some lessons. That's what it feels like here. That the universe comes in with justice to kind of forcefully balance or give you justice, let you know that we understand you've learned the lesson, you've gone through the healing. It's time for you to do what you want now. And I think that's the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you want to speak to someone here. I feel like you're the one taking inspired action. And you can take inspired action now, because I think that you understand that you are psychic AF. I think that you're understanding that you need to listen to your gut first. It's always going to tell you. It has up to here, Cancer. It's always going to tell you what to do. Tell me about what you're taking action on, this new beginning. Tell me about this. We have the King of Wands, there he is again. We have the Four of Cups, and we have the Judgment card. So I feel like we have the Judgment card here because... yeah, it feels like there is, I think that you want a second chance at a new beginning. The first impression wasn't good. And I want to tell you that I don't think this is, when I say the first impression wasn't good, I'm going to say that it feels like somebody misunderstood you. That you always did want the new beginning. But I feel that when somebody came to you to offer their cup to you, yeah, I don't think you took it. That's the thing. You had to wait until you were feeling inspired to move ahead. You had to wait for the judgment. You weren't feeling it. The universe wasn't giving you judgment, not telling you to go, pushing you out of the nest, right? And I feel like they are now. I feel like you weren't ready back there, but I think that you're ready now to have some sort of a second chance. It feels like somebody offered you a cup and you ignored them. Somebody offered you their affection and you ignored it. Or vice versa. Take it as it resonates, right? We have the King of Wands here twice. We could be dealing in two kings. This milestone here is the Lovers. We have the Two of Wands. Interesting. It feels like you're about to step off the edge, to go on an adventure, and this is a milestone. Look at this. We've got the Devil in reverse. Interesting. You are releasing anything that does not serve you. Three of Pentacles. You know that you're going to have to go really hard at the friendship dynamic. That's what it feels like. I want to say, because the Five of Pentacles is here with the Ace of Swords. You want to talk to someone after a very long time of not speaking with them. You know you're going to get your justice. Your heart's open and you're ready for it. King of Wands and taking inspired action. I think that after you maybe turned somebody down, or maybe there was a misunderstanding. Maybe they thought you weren't interested. But nonetheless, the Judgment is here, giving you a second shot at a new beginning if you want it. The Lovers, I feel like the Lovers, it could be Gemini you're dealing with, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We have Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer here as well. We have Virgo and Pisces. We have Libra and Capricorn. I'm looking at the Lovers here, and I feel like the milestone is the Lovers. I don't feel like you've ever really given yourself to anybody fully. And I want to say that the Three Pentacles tells me that the Lover is also a friend. Someone who makes you feel very balanced. Charlie always shows me the like an old bar stool, and the third leg is being put on. It feels like that there is some stability here. I feel like somebody gave you a stable friendship and you released it. I feel like you released it in favor of going on a different adventure. I just think, though, that this Lovers here is telling me that maybe you're releasing your need to constantly be on the adventure. Maybe that's the milestone. Maybe it's time to settle down, my friend. Get a little bit of stability in your life. Tell me about the Lovers. Yeah, we've got movement here. Oops. We've got movement here. We've got the World card. We've got the Ten of Wands, and it feels like It feels like there's movement here. I want to say in places where you had previously been stuck, because the devil is in reverse, which is telling me there's a release. And the release is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands and the Six of Swords. That's what it feels like. The Six of Swords is I cut myself away from whatever was holding me back. And now I'm able to close a chapter on carrying around other people's burdens. And I was saying here that a lot of people are sort of sticking their energy to you. And I don't know if these are friends or family or whatever they are, but I feel like you're giving and giving and giving, and not really getting anything in return. And that clears here with the Ten of Wands. It feels like you need to stop carrying around everyone else's burdens, Cancer. It's time for you to have some movement in your own life. It's time for your partnership. It's time for you to meet someone, start friendship, or maybe this is someone you already know that you're a friend of. I think that somebody here might have released you because of the Four of Cups. It feels like either you ignored them or maybe they misunderstood you and felt as though you ignored them. Tell me about the fragmented energy here. We've got the Queen of Cups. So, the fragmented energy card does remind me of the Queen of Cups, which is very interesting as to why she's come up here. Tell me more about the fragmented energy, the Queen of Cups. With the Two of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Eight of Swords. So you are up in your head about romance. You're trying to make a decision to be honest with someone that you've kind of concealed things from. I've got 5 swords and 2, which is 7. 7 swords is about not being entirely honest. So not really lying to someone, but just not being completely open with them. I feel as though you're scared that somebody is going to fragment your energy. That if you put one more person or one more thing on your plate, that all other things could end up quite fragmented, or you'll end up exhausted because you're giving energy to all of it. It's an overthink tank. That's where you're stuck. You're in the Eight of Swords about the Knight of Cups. So about, can I keep this busy pace? Do I have enough energy to put into a relationship, into a romantic relationship? I feel like you're trying to make that decision right now as we go into the week ahead. Probably coming out of the week ahead, you still haven't made a decision about that. What's the decision? King of Cups. I think you're going to go for it because somebody here is your soulmate. So I think you are going into the week ahead, getting out of the Eight of Swords finally, and looking at the Knight of Cups for what it truly is. I feel like you're making a decision to show somebody your feelings. I feel as though you couldn't do that before. Feels like you couldn't really tell this person about your feelings before. It feels like you couldn't come to I don't know. It's like you couldn't come to an answer within yourself. You couldn't reconcile it with yourself. Should I show this person my feelings? I feel like you're going to reach out to somebody and speak to them in love. Very honestly. Even if they don't agree with you, you don't care. You're going to say it because you know that this person is your soulmate. I feel like what you think you're going to get is the Five of Swords. Yeah. I think that if you go in as the King of Cups, you may not get the Five of Swords. Six of Cups, this person knows you're the soulmate too. I really think it works out. If you're willing to put the hard work into this passionate start, I think that it works out. Look, I feel like it's the Queen of Swords that has your interest. And I feel like you're going to get your karmic justice with this person if that's what you want. Yeah, you will get balance. This person's going to answer your call. They're going to answer the text. They've already decided. I feel there's 2 swords here. There's already a decision that when this judgment comes, I feel like somebody picks up the phone. Yeah. What is the challenge for the week ahead? Challenge for the week ahead is the King of Pentacles. Are you stable enough? Are you solid enough? Are you ready to settle down? That's the question. When it comes up on its side, it's always a challenge. The question mark is, are you ready to settle down? Do you want to be a family person? Do you want to have people that you are supporting or, financially supporting? Are you ready for that role? I think that's your challenge for the week ahead, because it does feel like you do want to reach out to someone, but you're just not sure if you have the emotional energy to do it. And so it's leaving you stuck in the Eight of Swords. I think next week sees you making a very big decision. We've got the Lovers. Cover the little bits. We've got the Lovers here. And so I think what's waiting in the future is the Lovers, and the Two of Cups is next underneath the deck. So you're making a decision about love here, and I think it works out in your favor. I'm just going to say. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Cancer, for being here watching. I appreciate you so much, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye. Hello, Pisces. Thanks for waiting here for me, my two fishes friends. Just want to let you know that there is a sale on readings, private reads. Don't forget, look at the description, find the code, go to Wizio if that's what you're interested in. It's 10% off till the end of the month. All right, here we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for the week ahead. My two fishes friends. What's coming up for you in the week ahead? Whenever you find this, it will always be for the week ahead. Let's figure it out for you, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are cross-watching, thank you. All right. We've got optimism. We have peace. We have deserving. Interesting. And we have joyous fun. I love it. Pisces, we have optimism in the reverse. And I want to say in the week ahead, there is something that's coming up that is going to steal your optimism. I feel like you're the eternal optimist, that you're the person who's always trying to make things better, make things nicer. You're like the person who is in the argument of other people saying, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay for us to disagree. I feel like you're the peacemaker is what I want to say. But I feel like you're kind of losing optimism as we go into the week ahead. Something I feel is shaking you or giving you doubt or something like that. We'll figure out what that is, but we do have peace. So I'm going to say that it's a little bit of a dip. So if you're having, like, we all get into the place or the point where we're like, you know what? I'm so over this crap. I'm so over it all. I don't want to talk to that one. I don't want to talk to that one. Like, it feels like you stop losing your optimism, your eternal optimism. Yeah. It feels like peace and deserving. It feels like you are deserving of peace. I want to say that you're probably someone who is usually the one who carries everybody emotionally, right? It's almost like it's expected of you, that you're expected to be the optimist. You're expected to be the one that helps others through hard times, but it feels like you go through a tough spot and you got to get yourself through. And I don't think it's because nobody's coming to help. I feel as though you internalize it, like you don't really tell people about it, feeling like you're going to work it out on your own. I feel like in the peace, the peace is where you see things, you see achievements. That could be, it feels like in the distance you see love, in the distance you see achievements, in the distance you see full moons, you see changes, you see things that are ebb and flow, like the tide coming in and out, right? It feels like when you're in peace, everything is right. And you've got all the answers. You're deserving of that, my friend. You're deserving of the peace here. You're also deserving of everything, like all of the abundance. And I think deep down you know that you are deserving. You're deserving of love. You're deserving of a mansion. You're deserving of all of the beautiful things, the flowers, the transformation, the butterflies, the sun. You're deserving of it all. I think that in the peace, you know that this is what you deserve. I think that you are manifesting it, my friend, because in the future, we have an energy of being in joyous fun. And if you feel deserving and you're at peace with it, it is going to turn into joyous fun. Look, there isn't a whole lot of people in my life that I can say, have you ever felt joy? And they could immediately say yes. If you're the person who has had a glimpse into joy, blessings to you, because it doesn't happen a lot, especially not in a society like the one that we are in right now. In the future, the near future, there is a commitment that's coming in to shake your status quo. You are going to be taking steps toward a commitment, my friend. It's some sort of teacher. The teacher to me is the Hierophant. It could be a Taurus, doesn't have to be. I feel like you're going to be taking steps to exit the status quo after making some type of commitment. So for some of you, the teacher could be literal. Maybe you're taking a new course on something that you've always wanted to take. And it feels like you are taking steps, some of you, to be a teacher. Maybe you're going back to school because you decided you want to be in education. It's time for you to bust out of the static quo. So you need to commit to something, a person, a situation, a job. Maybe you're going back to school, but it feels like you're going to be making some sort of a commitment. A consciousness of lack is in the reverse. You're feeling more positive about life and love as a rule. All right. Tell me what is up. Here we go. Here we go, Pisces. Tell me about this optimism in reverse for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces in the week ahead, please. Tell me about the optimism being in the reverse. So it's fear. It's a little bit of fear. You know, the thing is when we're in the Nine of Wands, we fought to get there. All we had to do is put our head down and be brave, right? All the things that come to kill you make you stronger. But as we're standing at the precipice of the Nine of Wands, it's a place in which you have to put your burdens down. Look, not everybody's willing to do that. When we live in chaos, when we grow up in chaos, chaos becomes the comfort zone. So a lot of people never get past the 9. They don't get to the 10. They don't drop the burdens because it's scary to be in this life without burdens. What am I going to worry about? What's going to keep me moving, right? So I feel like the 9 of Wands is the dip in optimism, that I'm never going to get out of the 9 of Wands. I'm always going to be hurt by somebody. There's always going to be the next one ready to wield that sword and crack me in the back of the neck. It feels like somebody is worried that bravery is just going to get them hurt one more time before they've had enough. But I think this is just a dip in your optimism. I want to say this isn't a place where you will live. This isn't your permanent place. But I feel like we come into this reading from possibly late last week feeling this, like you're not feeling as optimistic as usual, feeling like I'm just so tired, like I'm just exhausted. And I feel like that's part of the 9 of Wands. You keep fighting and moving and being resilient, and it feels like it's exhausting after a while. Tell me what peace is, please. It's okay, Pisces. It's okay to be there. We all get there once in a while. We have peace, no more worry. Peace from worry. I love it. It's good. I feel like peace comes in and takes away the worry. We have deserving. I feel like there are a bunch of butterflies here. Look. Yeah. And that is transformation. You're about to be super happy. Like there's a lot of yellow here. There's a lot of vegetation. It's abundant. The sun is here. Things are bright. The sun is shining on this home in the background. She's got a whole basket full of beautiful flowers, orange and red and yellow. I feel like this abundance of happiness is coming. It feels like it's because of a change of mind. You realize that you are deserving. You've always been deserving, though. You've always been deserving of all of it, right? The confidence, the passion, being able to run for your passions, being able to enjoy the things that you love, being able to be comfortable in whatever size home you want to be comfortable in. I feel like it's a change of mind. That's what it feels like, a change of mind here. The transformation is in the way that you're thinking about yourself. I think up until now, it wasn't really clear that you could do whatever you wanted. All you have to do is give the universe the signal. Look, I'm ready to change. And that's when this comes in, something comes to an end, right? So something else can begin. And I think it begins with you knowing that you're deserving, not asking anybody if you're deserving, not asking your partner or the universe or anybody. It's the knowing. And that's what you have. You're a Pisces, right? The knowing that you are deserving brings through this transformation. We have joyous fun. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, which indicates to me that this is kind of on hold, or it's not really moving anywhere. We're not really talking about it. I'm going to say that not everybody is going to be happy that you're deserving, happy to see you have a lot of abundance or to be doing well. And I feel that people are innately good, but there's always going to be the naysayers, right? The ones who are like, who's Pisces think they are? Why do they think they can do that? It's usually because you've seen it and you know. Okay, so we've got, there's the Empress and Strength. And we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels like you don't want to wait to be happy anymore. That you're trying to find the courage to say something after being quiet for a while. Because you are the Hierophant. It's like now you believe you're deserving. You believe you're the Hierophant. Putting the work in on a long-term relationship or a commitment, obviously, like a commitment that comes from this, I think. It's in your gut. Even though you've been cut out of this person's life or they've been cut out of yours, I think that somebody's still optimistic here that this is going to go off. We've got the Empress here. That could be you or that could be your person. Take it as it resonates. The Empress is Libra and Taurus, representing the Venusian signs of the zodiac. All loving, right? Stable, balanced. Stable, balanced abundance. All right. Let's talk about this optimism. You've had this dip in optimism. What's gone on here? It feels like it's already passed, or maybe that you're just coming out of that right now, because this reading is for the week ahead. So it feels like you might be, as we're in the weekend here and coming up to Monday, I feel like you come into this new week next week with, feeling a little exhausted. That's what it feels like. Why is this? Queen of Cups, the Sun, and the Queen of Swords. It feels like you get exhausted. It's like people are not listening. It's like, I'm just thinking of, like a mom will say, nobody ever listens. They don't listen when I talk just like this. They don't listen when I ask nicely, but they will listen if I show up as the Queen of Swords in the reverse. If I start cracking heads and saying, get the hell out here, it feels like nobody listens to you until you start to yell. So I want to say, with the Queen of Cups being here in the Sun, I want to say that I feel that you're really scared to open up. You're really scared to open up, for everybody to see all the little bits of you. And I think what you do is you put up this really harsh exterior. You might have either swords or fire in your rising. So your mask is like some sort of a harsh exterior. Like keep yourself at arm's length here, buddy. I think it's almost like a place where you're, that it's maybe a superiority complex, or maybe you use a lot of words. It feels like when you get scared, or when you feel like you need to be brave to do something, you take on sort of a superiority complex, I want to say. The Queen of Swords is in the reverse. So I think when the dip in optimism comes, so does basically the way that you speak, I think. I don't think you're there for long, though, because the Sun and the Queen of Cups is here. I think you realize who you are, but I think it just gets to be daunting for you after a while. I think you come into this next week feeling a little bit exhausted about having to tell people where it's at, right? It feels like you're kind of fighting a vibration, like you're telling people where it's at and being very clear with people. Look, I love you, but stop being a jerk. Like, stop treating me terribly. I feel like you're being really honest. Not necessarily... Maybe you're being a little bit irrational with the Sun here, because it feels like there is like the Queen of Swords is like, can hear them for blocks. That's what it feels like. Somebody who's really saying something, but I feel like it's in a moment of this optimism in reverse. Tell me about peace. Got the King of Swords, got the Hierophant, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles. It tells me that I feel as though what your intention is, as you're in this peace, I feel that you are no longer really worried, that you can put down the 9 swords, because peace is here. And I feel you go from worry to peace. And it's because of the 7 Pentacles. You know that you've done all the work. You have followed the seeds of your intention. You have nurtured your growth. And I feel as though you have nurtured your growth. You're waiting for some sort of commitment too, though. But you've really grown. Look at you. I feel like you've been waiting for something here. Like you're waiting for the King of Swords to give you some type of commitment. You're worried that the King of Swords, who is Aquarius, by the way, but also Gemini and Libra in this reading, it feels like the King of Swords, you're waiting for the King of Swords to give you some type of commitment or to give you some sort of direction. I don't know if the King of Swords is the Hierophant, possibly, someone who is a spiritual teacher that's very honest with you. But it feels like the King of Swords is, full of transparency. I've got to say something. I want to be honest with you. It feels like You've been waiting for someone to tell you how they honestly feel about you. I don't know that you will. The King of Swords is here. And it's, the king holds one sword. The Nine of Swords is here. I feel like this cycle is ended. I feel like you're waiting for someone to come back that is not going to arrive. And I think you're trying to make peace with it. Tell me about the death and rebirth here. It's like a change of mind. You know that you're deserving. You figured that you were deserving, but it feels like it's now switched off to a knowing. We have the Five of Wands, we have the Temperance, and the Nine of Wands. So this is really, the Nine of Wands is really the place where you have arrived to, because the Five of Wands is a place of discontent. It's fighting with yourself or being in indecision, feeling like there's a bunch of competition. I feel that is healed with the Temperance energy, though. And we get to the Nine of Wands, and that's bravery. Someone who's trying to be brave but is really exhausted about being brave. The Death card is telling me that this is coming to an end, and that when this slips away, when you stop feeling burdened by not being able to make a decision about something, I feel like you realize that you are deserving. I think what's coming to an end is the Five of Wands. So death to the Five of Wands, the indecision, and death to the Nine of Wands, I feel, and Temperance is here to heal it all. Tell me why you know you're deserving. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Six of Cups, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. I really feel like you've been working on yourself. To me, when the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, because the Queen of Pentacles is loving and giving and charitable, and I feel like when she's turned in the reverse, it can mean, one, financial issues. That's not what I'm feeling here. But two, I'm feeling that she is inward, working on the self, taking care of herself, practicing self-care. So I feel like you know that you're deserving of the soulmate because you've worked really damn hard on yourself. I think you're right. I think you're going to get a message. This may be where this joyous fun comes from. Something that has been stuck possibly is going to be given a burst of energy. There is a message coming in here. And that might be part of the joyous fun. We've got the Magician. We've got the Nine of Cups. It's wish fulfillment. Somebody who's coming in to give you some sort of reciprocity. Somebody who's got all the aces in hands and knows that they can make any decision they want. And they are making the decision to have you. Because they see your worth, my friend. What's holding them back? The King of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Moon. They're not really sure that you even want to talk to them. They want to bring balance and stability to the situation. They're coming in looking like the King of Pentacles, like the one who is the most grown, right? The one who's ready to settle down. But I think here that somebody's putting on the brakes because they don't even know if you want to hear from them anymore. The Moon is here with the Five of Pentacles, and they're not really sure if you even care if they're still on the earth. Like, it feels like somebody really feels like some type of way about moving forward because they think that you really don't want them. Of course, they're wrong. I think they are wrong. I think that this king is coming in with a pentacle, and I think that you're going to be ready to accept it because you're the Empress and you know a good deal when you see one. We've got soulmate energies here. You're working on yourself. That's why you're the Empress. Here comes the king. You're attracting what you are, quite literally. Because we don't attract what we want. We attract what we are. And that's a good way to, when you keep complaining that all these broken ones are people who are trying to, the N word, the N word that everybody uses now is narcissist. Well, if you're attracting a narcissist, you should probably look in the mirror and find out why you're attracting what you are. I'm not saying you're a narcissist. I'm saying maybe it's something that you need to look at because you're attracting people on your own vibration. So I feel like you're going to take this deal. Some of you will, because this person is your soulmate and you've been working really hard towards this person. But you don't see them coming. You don't see their effort. You don't see that this King of Pentacles is coming in. This king, I feel, is coming in slowly, really slowly, because they don't think that you want them. But they are enamored with you. Look at that. Two of Cups is here. Two of Cups and the Queen of Wands. They are very attracted to you and very overwhelmed. The Four of Wands is in the reverse. Again, they think you don't want them. They think you don't see a future with them. Knight of Wands. They don't want to make it look like they're coming in for just the passion, but they can't stop holding on to you. You haven't seen this one in years, Pisces. not in years. I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. Thank you for coming here and watching. I appreciate you so much. And I will be back because I'm always back. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow with a sneak peek. Love you guys. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.